Yes, a very talented actor who's appeared in such films as Crash and Flags of Our Fathers. Starting next Friday, he'll be seen in the new film Stop Loss. Please welcome Ryan Phillippe. Thanks for being here. It's cool to the show. Yeah, you've got a lot of people here very excited.
It's really nice. It feels good. Yeah. It's nice. It's very nice. Very nice.
Not so happy to see Conan. I'll talk to you later. You know, so much to talk about. I want to talk about the movie because that's very important.
Yes.
But, you know, I've noticed something recently because people here that do research, they get all the different tabloids, all those kinds of magazines, and it's part of their job to look through that stuff. They constantly, and this isn't a bad thing, but they constantly run photos of you working out. Like that's all you do. We actually, I think, have one right here. There you are, working out. There's a photograph like that every single week in every magazine.
Who's the guy smiling next to him? He's happy to see that guy.
Yeah. Well, clearly he likes you a lot, whoever that guy is.
Yeah, it's so strange, man. You can have this literally the same routine every single day: coffee, drop the kids off, go to the gym, and they will be there every single day.
You think they would get tired of that photograph, the paparazzi, but no, they always want another photo of you, even though you do it every day.
Yeah, and my friends will say to me, "You are not that interesting." And I say to them, this is what I think every time I see a camera pointed at me out in public. I don't really understand that. But they must make money, man. I guess
it's not, yeah, I mean, that's also, it's, you know, so what? You're in good shape, that's the good thing. They don't want a photo of me working out, that's for sure. No one wants to see my, like, fish belly on television. You recently, I guess, you got a little upset with the paparazzi because they took a, I don't know what you're throwing here. You're throwing, is that a hamburger? What are you throwing at them?
Yeah, it's a half of a breakfast Jack from Jack in the Box.
That's a great plug for Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. Good throwing food.
This is also kind of insane. So I go to Jack in the Box on the way to the gym to get a little food, and they pen me in at the end of the drive-thru.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I got my food, I'm about to pull out, and they pulled up a car, and I can't get out.
What's the idea there?
I don't know, but you really get a little bit tempted. That's why I threw the burger, I think, too.
Right.
You get a little bit tempted to just kind of hit the accelerator, but you...
no, that's what they want. That actually makes the photograph worth more if you lose your temper, I guess.
That, and then they can sue you for lots of money and ruin your reputation, and they become famous, which is really what I think they ultimately want in some weird way.
Right. Yeah. Well, just stay calm at all costs.
I try. Every once in a while I lose my cool and throw food, but I'm... Right.
You know, usually, I think throwing food is harmless. I don't think that's a...
They can't sue you for that.
They can't, no.
Especially if it's half-eaten. Yeah. If it's a whole one, it's a different story.
You're very smart that way. You mentioned drop the kids off. You have 2 children? Is that right?
Yes,
Okay, what are they into now? How old are they, by the way?
My daughter Ava is 8, and my son Deacon is 4, and... Hannah Montana is really big at the house.
Huge, right?
Yeah.
My kids are very... I have
You're a big Hannah Montana fan.
Yeah. They actually thought they were coming to a taping of Hannah Montana.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So the skeletons, Kama Sutra, that's upset them. Wrong show. Mine are too young, so they're into Dora and things like Dora the Explorer and things like that.
Diego is the new...
Diego is huge.
Diego's dope.
You're down with Diego. You like Diego.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Do they understand, like, when people are taking pictures of you and stuff? Does that bother them? Are they sort of they get used to it?
They kind of do in some strange way. And the whole point is to try to minimize that and kind of make it seem like it's not such a big deal. Right. My daughter gets a little anxious. My son, it kind of goes over his head. But she does get a little. It is kind of nerve-wracking to have, like, you know, large men, some of whom have prison records, pointing long. You know, photos. Yeah, it is kind of intimidating. Yeah.
I want to talk about this movie, and I want to start with the title, Stop Loss. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the term stop loss means.
Yeah, most people don't, man. I think that's partially intentional, actually, because it wouldn't be that popular a policy. It really, the word stop loss, the term means to stop a soldier's loss of service. So you fulfilled your contract and you've served.
You've done your tour of duty.
Absolutely, yeah. You've done everything honorably in the way you imagine it would go. and then they tell you that you cannot get out of the Army and you're being sent back to Iraq, and you know, it doesn't matter if you have a kid on the way or, you know, your mother is sick. I think these soldiers spend almost every day, every free moment over there just dreaming and hoping and praying to make it back here, you know, and be with their family and friends. And so to be told that you got to turn around and go back to what essentially is, you know, a hellish environment has got to be beyond anything that you and I will ever, you know.
Well, first of all, I was also mentioned the timing of the movie is interesting because we just had the 5-year anniversary of the start of the war.
Happy anniversary, everyone! Yeah, happy 5-year anniversary.
Yeah, was that intentional on someone's part to have this film released at this time?
No, I think there was some intent in regards to kind of distancing it from other sort of Iraq-themed films that were out, but ours is much different, and I think it's just kind of, it made sense. It was the right weekend for it.
We have a clip here from Stop Loss. What can you tell us in this scene?
This is actually, you know, the film is not a war film. It starts off that way, the first 10 minutes, but then it's about these guys coming home and getting back into their lives and trying to deal with, you know, be it PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, or be it, you know, relationships. But this is when they've first gotten back and they're very happy to be home in Texas.
Let's take a look at this clip from Stop Loss.
What are you guys doing?
He's so damn drunk right now, he thinks he's on a mission outside the wire.
Ain't it time you and Jeannie open your wedding presents? Jeannie threw me out.
That's my boy.
Read the card!
You know, it used to be the protocol for a busted marriage was to return the wedding gifts, Thomas.
Read the card, shorty!
To Tommy and Jeannie, for a long and happy life together, from Tom and Charlotte.
Out of the way!
There she is.
Marty, sweetheart.
They don't make a trunk like that anymore.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
What's the problem with the modern American car? Stop Loss opens March 28th. You should go out and see that film. Ryan, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Cool. Ryan Phillippe, Big Show. You don't want to miss Big Show. He's coming out. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.